YouTube later. I don't know if you guys watched the first half of my stream the other day. Played 2 matches against some control decks and we won them both. I then lost to mono black control, which was interesting. I had some lines that weren't optimal, but it was about 3:30 in the morning and feeding the baby. And then I won the last 2, God Hand against Amulet and pretty decent hand against a Jund deck that didn't really ever get going. So I jump into another league, but I just wondered if there's any cards people wanted me to test. I did quite like this list. It's been looking after me. But I think there's something extra we could do. Some of the bits to try. That new explore, what's it called? Broken Bonds or something. Little guy. Right, so now you see me. Benji, do you know the Glittering Wish list? I kind of fancy giving it a go, but I don't know where it is. Benji, is there anything that you would like to see me try? If not, I'm just going to run this list because I quite like it. I'm just going to give it 2 minutes, give people time to log in and see. I think, is it Artina who plays Glittering Wish? I kind of want to give that a go, but I just don't know what the list actually looks like. But if there's any cards you want me to test, then I'll give it a go. This is like the list that I've run this back like 2 or 3 leagues now. Oh. Yeah. I don't want to hang about doing nothing for too long. Screw it, I might just jump in a league. See if we can win some stuff. Just really enjoying the deck at the minute. It feels quite well placed again. Had a little spell where it wasn't. This hand's, it's like the opposite of what I'd recommend keeping, but on the play, these two are significantly better, so I'm just going to give it a go and see what happens. It's probably like 100% wrong to keep this hand, but we can EE for 1 or 2 in the first couple of turns. We've got Ballista to take out birds if they're a green deck. If they're a discard deck, the hand's fine. That's one of their secretly really good cards in this matchup, so I'm just going to get that out there, play this, pick up this. This is quite a tough matchup, and the hand I've kept isn't good in this matchup either. Hey, little man. What's going on? I think my baby's quite confused by headsets. I mean, you can only imagine that this is going to get big at some point, so I'll just take it out now. And run out this T West again. I'm tempted to ramp there, but maybe it's wrong to pop it at sorcery speed. Maybe I should just wait, see if they play anything, but most of their stuff's happening. Like, they're not going to run a one drop out and be able to attack with it for the most part. So they're just angler here, I think. So I think, unless I draw something different, I want to play... Okay. So if I play this amulet and then play Slayers plus Gemstone, play Explore, play this bounce land. We're going to still have 6 mana, but I'm going to run out this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to run out this Ballista for 1, and I'm going to just chump the Angler and then ping the Bloodghast. So Ballista basically reads gain 7, unless they kill it. And even if they kill it, it'll still gain me 2. Amulet Ghoul Turf. Yeah, I think... I think this is about right. Sometimes it's not worth cycling the Explores because it's not really getting you anywhere, especially when you just pick up the Ghoul Turf again. So I don't always do that, but in this particular situation, I think it's worth... Okay, so that's interesting. They didn't want their free creature, so... But yeah, some situations I cycle, some of them I don't. And in this one, I cycled them just because we've got Burning Inquiry to think about. 1, 2, 3. So there's no way of getting an amulet and then play. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there is. So if I hit an amulet off this, I can just play I can play it off the red, and then this will add 2, and I can play Titan and probably win. If I don't hit an amulet, then I just play a land out anyway. So I'll take the Simic. But yeah, that was a line that could have potentially won us the game, so it's worth taking. Just want to get as many actual good lands into play here as we can. So I'll take Boris Garrison. So 8, 16. They'd soak up 8. We'll take 8. Maybe I'm meant to force this. I don't know. I kind of feel like we're ahead, so if he double blocks, we're still ahead with the more defensive line. So I'm not going to get Sunhome here, because obviously we can mop up this graveyard with a Duke of Bog, and we're still quite a good way ahead here, I think. So we can copy this, and if the Titan dies, we'll get a couple of turns, you know, paying the upkeep, and then Teleria West go get another. So, and if he doesn't block, then we're miles ahead. So yeah, this is fine. The 2 plants in play and no graveyard. I had 1 card in hand, so I'm in a pretty decent spot, I would have said. This deck has the opponent's deck's got quite a lot of redundancy though, so they can reset from pretty low spot, but this is decent for us, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pay for a pact. Then we'll explore. Transmute this. Get a Summoner's Pact. Play Slayers ready for next turn. Play Gemstone. Pass a turn. So unless the card that they play is actually going to kill me, I'll take, you know, if they play Collective Brutality, I'd Pact to negation that, but otherwise I'm just going to take, just do what I have to do. And just hold up Summoner's Pact. Yeah, so he knows he's in a bit of trouble, doesn't he? Juice is not a bad draw at all, actually, in this spot. When I'm out. So what this means is that we can pick up the Vesuva, which gives us an extra Bujukabog or Kalani Garden. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's, in my opinion, it's better than the Farfetch'd user, but only just, but enough for me to want to run it. So yeah, I think it's there's going to be situations where it's not as good. There's going to be a situation where it's better. So it's weighing that up compared to these user, but I think in the number of games that I've played, it's been better than his user more than it's been worse. So I'm going to give this double strike just because I think he's holding up Bolt here. So if the Gurmag doesn't deal us any damage, then that's a good thing. Yeah, he was going to try and Bolt that, I'm pretty sure. Because otherwise he'd have flashbacked Faithful Saluting. There's no reason for him to not flash this back and do an extra 2 damage unless he was going to play something at instant speed, and that deck plays like just Lightning Bolt at instant speed. So this matchup, I possibly overboard, but I'm just going to try and go off my little guide that I put together. I usually bring in these. I like this card. I like X-Age because some of them have Blood Moon and it kills a hollow one, and I quite like these spells. Maybe not all of them, but something like that. So yeah, X-Age is maybe questionable. One of these Spell Pierces is probably questionable. And then what do we want to cut? Well, Engineer Explosives and Walking Ballista Savant actually so good. Pact Negation's not great. Sawtooth's actually pretty slow in this matchup. Cursor's pretty slow. Cavern, Argo's Quarter. I let's just get this sideboarding done. Sorry, I won't be a second. And then I think something like that looks okay. Yeah. I mean, the big thing on paper compared to Magic, do you play, I don't know if you've played it online, so you have a feel for it already, or if you've goldfished it or whatever. So it depends at what level you're already at. But in paper, the big thing, because there's no reminder, I mean, it's a Blood Moon versus not Blood Moon question, isn't it? Yeah, okay, I'll hedge. But I mean, the big thing in paper is that you don't get reminded to pay for your packs, and you do on Magic Online. So in paper, you need to find a way to remember packs. Most people put a dice on top of their deck, or a bottle, or a lid, or something to remind them. I actually really dislike that method because you're relying on remembering the put the thing on the deck thing. This sounds pretty dreadful as well, but yeah, we'll go down to 5. This is better. Don't particularly need that type of card. I prefer just to have like a mental check during my upkeep. I just go untap, upkeep. I tend to that's not terrible, but I think I want the relic first. I tend to if I know I've got a pack to pay, I tend to start organising my lands into like 4 green, 2 green and 2 other, put it to one side so I know which I want to use to pay for my pack, and I start doing that in my opponent's turn. I try to do it without giving away what I'm actually doing, but it's hard to do. But I just have a mental check, because otherwise you've got to try and remember. Basically, you're trying to remember whether or not you've put something on top of your deck. Like if they path your Titan and then you've got to go shuffle, you've got to remember to put something back on top again. So I'm just not a big fan of that as a whole. Get rid of that now. It is one of their cards that can do a lot of damage, so just want it out of there. And Mayor's. So normally I'd reset the gemstone mine here, but I'm not going to, because if they burn an inquiry, I'll very possibly just pact for a Baloth, so that we can gain. There's like a, I don't know what, 50-50 chance of making something out of nothing. Blood Moon would be bad. Angler's completely fine. I'm going to pay the life to get rid of this, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I just use the gemstone. My guess is that he's got like another angler, like he's been so sluggish over there. So I'll get the scout out now. I would also guess that this is going to die. Yeah, and the other thing we're playing in paper as well, like when you play your Titan and you're going to go fetch, I don't know, you're going to go fetch Post Garrison and Slayer Stronghold, rather than shuffling afterwards, just say, I'm going to be going back into the deck. If I don't go back into the deck, I'll shuffle afterwards. Like tell your opponent what you're shortcutting, basically. Not going to play this Baloth because I want to keep this gemstone mine. At the minute, if I draw a bounce land, I can make a Titan, so that's good. Yeah, so basically, Cavern versus Ghost Quarters, pretty much a coin toss at this point. You either want the Ghost Quarter to help you against Blood Moon, or you want Cavern to help you cast your scouts on turn 1. There's not a right lot in it. Okay, so I'll probably play the Baloth now because I don't want to just be taking hits all game. And this does mean that... there's an Ancient Grudge. I didn't look. That's a bit silly. Plus he has the mana to do it, so... I wish that a bit. Yeah, but I'm not sure this is a Blood Moon match, Benji. There's a thing on Facebook earlier that seemed to suggest that very few people are playing Blood Moon in these decks now, or that it's less popular. And I didn't bring in Vex Age, so if I was playing around Blood Moon, the Vex Age comes in, and I've obviously chosen not to play around Blood Moon. If this is another hunter, that'd be quite bad. Discarded Double Inquiry, that's interesting. If he offers a trade, I'll obviously take it. That's what it's here for. That's pretty good. 40%, okay. So yeah, I probably should be bringing it in. I think Scout's more useful than 4 life at the minute. I mean, it's probably worth 2 a turn anyway. Monopoly's back again. Hey man. %. I mean, like, I would bring in Vex Age for that 40%. So. He taps as if he has Bolt, but like, why would he Bolt this Scout now? I don't know. I mean, I held it just in case it had something weird. Like Molten Rain or Fulminator or something. Okay, that doesn't do anything, so I'm not going to try and do anything with that. Yeah, I don't think I'll be playing Multani. If you want a 6-drop, you want a Primeval Titan. And if you've got 7 mana, Hornet Queen's better. And if you don't have 6 mana, then you probably want to be playing something less, like Obstinate Baloth or Thragtusk. I honestly don't know what I'm meant to get here. I don't want to leave myself open to... I think it's Simic Teleria West, but I don't know what I'm meant to pick up. I kind of want to pick up the Radiant Fountain at this point. Yeah, no, not yet. Nothing exciting just yet. I honestly don't know whether I should be getting Simic Teleria West and then just pick up Radiant Fountain, which gives me like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bounce lands plus Vesuva, 7 lands plus 2 packs and 3 Titans. It gives me a ton of draws if they manage to kill this, and if they don't manage to kill this, then we're ahead. I just don't know what to pick up, because if I pick this up I can't even transmute it, so I'll pick this up. Oh, that was right. Tickman with the line. Should have been picking up the Gold Turf. Hi to the 2 new guys who joined in as well. Yeah, it was definitely pick up Gold Turf. Was the right line. I'm not going to be blocking this because clearly he's got brutality, so I'll take my bit of damage. I'll gain 2. We just have to be ahead here now, right? You got 7 5-0s with Amulet. That's good. It's a lot more than me. Double bolt. Okay, so we're not ahead. Nice, good effort. Yeah, he's got his mouth just full of fingers at the minute, which isn't as crude as it sounds. I think this scout's going under the bus, so I won't peck in for 1. He's got looting in the graveyard, which is an iron. I mean, I'd still have to have Quill Turf in hand here if I'd picked it up. Yeah, that's an iron. Although it's not terrible, is it? If I just... hopefully they won't spot that I've got double strike here. Ah, grim. I'm hoping my little guy doesn't do that, but you know, I guess it'll be a funny home video. I think my opponent's played one too many lands out here at least, so he could have had more fodder. You know, he's discarded 3 Burning Inquiries, which would have been really good for him. Obviously my opponent player doesn't know this, but we are out of Balafs now. Yeah, it would be good. He's going to offer the... Yes. He offered the trade, but it's not a trade, it's a... No one ever sees Sunhome on the defensive. Please. I don't think so, Tiki Man. I think it's probably one too much. Angler here. Slightly known. Damn. Right. Okay. So now I'm gonna. Oh, it's been sick time. I think I just, if he swings, oh, give me something good. Oh, that's good for him. That's not what I wanted. That's not what we wanted at all. I guess I can afford to take 5 this turn. No, it's okay. I mean, I've lost my Hornet Queen. I think I'm going to take 5 because this blocks this. And hopefully he's just got nothing. Skills. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, we had a ton of outs there, right? So let's get rid of all that. garbage. Possibly, but it did cross my mind. I just felt like we were better just waiting to draw something good. Yeah, I want to haste this turn for definite. Sorry, I didn't see you comment. So I'll kick it off. Yeah, I just felt like if he blocked and we traded, I suppose that would have been fine. I guess just more of these. He needs something very good to get out of this. So why don't we just beat Hollow One, which is meant to be the thing. Yeah, I definitely. Well, I mean, I've just played so much of this deck. I should know the lines. I just don't see them. Oh, that is interesting. Oh, mama. Have to attack and force a block, double block, get 2 forests because I need the forests, and then hopefully. Is there any way that he double blocks even if I send this in, doesn't he? Like, he's not going to just go to 1, leave the Titan in place, so I might as well get him for an extra 1. Yeah, I need to draw my forests. We have no Vex Age, so it's... Yeah, he has no choice but to make those blocks, so I might as well get him for 1. How much... He must have some threats left in his deck, like... His 2 Bloodghasts have gone. He could have bodied some of them out. The Flame Kin, you know, the Flyers. Yeah, he's got 17 cards left in deck. 1 Angler, 2... 3 Angulars, a Blood Moon, Bloodghast. I think I bodied out Ballista. I did. 1, 2, 3 Hollow Ones, 3 Bloodghasts. So just playing a land and getting a Bloodghast, okay. It's just how many of the threats have they bodied out? Probably some. He's winning this race, isn't he? So, yeah. This feels wrong, but so we've lost. Ugh. That's disappointing as well. So next time I'm on blocking duty. We've lost both Balofs. I don't have engineered explosives, so I just have a forest that I shouldn't have. We did take out the dino, yes. This isn't overly typical of how these games play out, to be fair. I was pretty sure we had this, but obviously Life had another plan. Yep. Damn. I've been more aggressive in there. I think he might take out inquiries having seen those, so I think we just sort of get a bit faster if we can. I want Vex Age now, don't I? Vex Age and goes quarter, so I'll go with this. I've got 3 answers to Blood Moon. Man, that's rubbish. That's right, Tracer. You can't unless you play on a very terrible piece of software. You can't. You're not. It comes in as basically it's not allowed to copy something. See you, Benji. Have a good day. Yeah, Chris is pretty medium. It's not really a value match. No, he didn't lie. He didn't lie. It's a Modo bug. It should Visivas should come in as a untapped mountain, but Modo's rubbish, so it doesn't. It comes in as a copy of something. The judge rule's right. Yeah, that's true. Probably isn't too bad. Wow, triple faithful saluting already. Got on collective brutality. Ah. Okay, so here's half a chance that he's holding up a bolt, so I'm just going to play this and then this, so just sequence it the right way. I think if he doesn't have Thoughtseize or Inquiry, so if we untap with the Primeval Titan, I think we'll win this game. Obviously Blood Moon would mean that we don't. Collective Brutality would be fine. I think he was weighing this up last turn and chose to play the Adept to get some more damage out. So yeah, so it's pretty perfect for us. We can Titan plus. I'm probably going to go. I'm definitely going to go Bajuka Bog. And because he's played that, I know he doesn't have Blood Moon. Because if he had Blood Moon, he'd just played the land and played Blood Moon. So we know he doesn't have Blood Moon. So it's going to be Bajuka Bog and Boros, maybe? Yeah, I'd have got Forest, but he showed me the mountain, so unless he rips it off the top, he's not got it, so I kind of like Boros Garrison here. Pick up this Teleria West and set up some bits for later, so and it also he can't kill this and Blood Moon, so if he has Blood Moon, I'll attack and get some forests. Well, that's not terrible. It gets 6 power on the board that I can't block. But yeah, there's no way that he plays Collective Brutality over Blood Moon. Unless he's a Jedi. Hey mate, how's it going? So I want to transmute this. First one is packed. I could actually just make another Titan, right? I was going to run out as user, but it seems slightly unnecessary now. Sweet. Let's hope they turn up soon. Graveyard's not really of concern. I want Calamity Garden so I can block this guy. So I think it'll just be Simic Vesuva, and I'll copy this and pick up Vesuva. Again, if I was like trying to play around Blood Moon, I'd get an extra forest, but I can't. Like, you can't Blood Moon and get rid of this forest, so I'm okay doing it this way. We're pretty unlucky to lose game 2, in all honesty, so to still be in this situation now, like, yeah, we're in a good spot. This game's taken a lot longer than I expected, though. Double Ancient Grudge. Not particularly worried about it, no. He's dead. The only thing that could really worry me is Blood Moon, which is why I got the second forest. No, I don't think you'd ever see it, but people like to tweak cards, don't they? Like, this is modern, and people could just... I think I've been molten rained out of decks like this before. Yeah, that's a very good point. I mean, he must be on Angler now. I guess I could try and look it off the stirrings. Blood Moon. Phoenix. Okay, so that's... Okay. So this could find... Nope. If Stirrings finds an Amulet or a Sunhome, we'll win. So let's give it a go. There's quite a few outs there. Yep, that makes sense. Let's have another go. Okay, put him to... So if I blow this up, put him to 2. Yeah, blow that up, put him to 2. Basically kill him. I'm just going to do this because I can. And then I'll just, I'm not even bothered about double strike at this point. I'm just going to get the things that stop me from losing the game, so... Because, like, there's a weird world where he... Oh yeah, I probably should do that, that's true. I might as well get Sunhome with this. I don't know. I don't know really what I'm scared of now. Nothing, pretty much. So yeah, so yeah, there's like a a weird world where he can go like Burning Inquiry into Goblin Law and make this Flame Blade massive, but we're miles away. So yeah, nice easy win. There's definitely a couple of lines like the Sunhome was definitely right, the Ghoul Turf in the game before was right, the Bog Post board was right. So yeah, there's a few things we could do differently for definite, but pretty okay that game. This list at the minute is just playing really nice. I really think there's too many changes I'd make. Not sold on this Fire Spout. Other than that, I just really quite like this list. Tempted to change these gemstones into something else because they do run out a lot. Other than that, this list is pretty smooth. I don't think I have. Yeah, I had to go back to trackers because the competitive leagues are just a slightly different animal to the friendly leagues, and there's a lot more matches where the trackers are good, whereas in the friendly leagues you play against... Oh really? I don't know his username. But he probably beat me. I haven't won the mirror that often recently, but it's a bit of a coin flip, let's be honest. So this sort of meets my criteria of for mulliganing on the draw, because although it doesn't make a... Ah, okay, maybe I did. But how does Damp Sphere interact with this, sorry? Okay, we'll play this match again. That's a good draw. Well, not a good draw, but yeah, I quite this hand does like, it doesn't look great. I see. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, this hand's just missing a threat, obviously, but it can actually run out as user on 2 if the scout survives, which it looks like it's gonna. I guess he could have a bolt, so I'll play Teleria West and then Ghoul Turf. And then pick this up. So that I can add blue, green, and then play this to pick that up. So, a couple of turns away, but a hand... I mean, it's not been kind, has it? We kept a 5-lander and drawn 2 lands, but it's not terrible. Yeah. 8 damage is some odd damage. Pretty close to dead next turn if we don't have something to do. Yeah, it's pretty popular, and I think it's pretty strong as well. Just play this if we draw anything. Maybe I should have been transmuting for EE on 1. Well, that seems like a line where I'd just lose eventually, but maybe I shouldn't even play these lands out. Yeah, I could have done actually. I should maybe not play those lands out in case he's got Burning Inquiry. I'll just increase my odds a bit. Maybe getting E was right there, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I should have held the lands. Collective Brutality is going to be sad. That's also pretty good. If he plays nothing else this turn, we're not totally out of this. That graveyard has a Faithless Looting, but nothing else. Yeah, that's smart. Scout, Titan. So is this Kalani Garden, Radiant Fountain, or is it Kalani Garden and Bajuka Bog? Die to double bolt. No, I don't think so, because I think anything that could kill me, anything that could kill the Titan could kill me, I think. I'm gonna go this way. I don't suppose those Faithless Lootings are actually anything to worry about there. I should maybe have just got Fountain. Yeah, I could have done in this, just not played the Scout. Double Bloodghast. That's pretty rough if he's trying to land. Yeah, so I could have got him for 8, so he'd be down to 7, and then he'd be dead next turn. But I guess then I wouldn't have had the Scout in play, so then if it was able to kill the plant, this would be unblockable. But I think getting in for 8 was better than trying to stop this Flame Blade killing me. Yeah, so that's bad. I definitely should have hasted it. But I think if I had, and you take this Scout away from the picture, then I think we'd have died. This is kind of rough. No, Ballast's not in the deck anymore. If we'd have taken the haste line, we would have actually died here. So there's that at least. don't really know how we get out of this. Well, that actually deals with the 3 blood gas that he's got. So what I want to do here is tap for 6, pick up Radiant Fountain Simic Growth, so that, actually not even that, we're nowhere near transmuting anything, are we? So Radiant Fountain, Celestia Sanctuary, go to 4. I wouldn't have been able to play the Scout, so the Scout wouldn't have been able to block. But I should have gone Haste, and then Kalani Garden plus Radiant Fountain. Is what I should have done. But he's done its turn, so I think we got away with this one. Yeah, you're right, Map. I mean, all he had was Faithless Lootings. But he only had 2 lands at the time, so you're right. Your line is correct for sure, because he'd be dead now. But I think he's dead anyway. You have to draw some pretty crazy perfect cards to... I guess if he has Bolt plus land, he could have killed the Ballista and then played the land and got his 3 blood gas, which would have been sad. Phoenix in the air. I do indeed. Do these things, hope for the best. So yeah, like I'm down to 4 and he might have Bolt. Hehehe. Scoop question mark. Let's just make sure. I find it slightly unfavourable, but not mental. But it's definitely unfavourable in my experience. Playing around Murderous Cut, but not really, because if he has it. No, but he's using more of his own. He's so slow to respond, so... and then I just want to bug you, please. played around absolutely everything, and if he has Murderous Cut for my prime time plus a bolt, then fair enough. But I'm not wasting any more time. I'll show you any more cards for that matter. Just F6 through it. I should get rid of that, it's a bit amateur, isn't it? Right, okay, so now we bring in these cards. Let's bring in the I'll keep this because someone suggested it and it made sense, so I'll keep that. Like people fall into the trap a little bit that, you know, that card won me a game, so it must be good, but it's not. It just was the right card at the right time. What do I think of that? What's my normal plan? Titan, Ballista, blah blah blah. So I'd normally cut a cursor, but I don't know, let's try this. Explore becomes a lot better when you've got cards like this in your deck. I mean, Firespark doesn't really kill too much. Like, it doesn't kill, like, Bloodghast Come Back, it doesn't kill Hollow One or Gurmag Angler. And so Pyroclasm would be better than Firespout anyway, but Blood Moon's their best card and their second best, and then all their cantrips early are good. Spell Pierce is probably worse on the draw than on the play. It's probably better on the play. But countering a Goblin Law or a Burning Inquiry or Faithless Looting could just set them back a couple of turns. No, not super likely at all. This hand's pretty bad, right? Turn 3 Scout was pretty terrible. Oh, this hand has the 2 best lands but no lands to cast my spells. Yeah, that makes quite a bit of sense. You don't have to water down your deck too much to do that. On the draw, I'll give this a go. I know that's not like a total blowout against this deck, but I have my best card, my 2 best lands, and a lot of hope. That it comes good. Yeah, exactly. Let's just let's lean heavily on their cards. Oh, if they just find me some obstinate Baloths and then I'll find my green in my own time, that would be great. It took away a green. Damn, it took away a green. But it did give me a Kalari Garden, which is quite funny. Hey little man, what are you chatting about? Hollow One's big, but we've got plants. It's not a bad draw either. I broke even on greens and I got a Kalani Garden. Hey, what's wrong? Which of these 2 bad cards do I want? Doesn't matter actually, but I think we'll go for the green, the bounce land. I think it might be getting hungry. you bring me some food? Yeah. You got any milk? Like, not for babies, but for adults?
Yeah.
No, not those.
Cornflakes.
Not the, yeah. But I can't have that right now, because cornflakes would make a bad noise on the mics. I'm not just trying to plug cornflakes here. This is a genuine conversation I'm having. Bye bye plant token. I'm tempted to take this because this card plus this might mean that this can't attack, and so then this will gain me more life. Yeah, and if he has Angler, this makes me even more life. And if he has Blood Moon, it doesn't matter. Sponsored by Kellogg's. I wish. Okay. I mean, no, it doesn't. There's no point in really playing this Paducah Bog. I'm just gonna like whimper out and die sadly here, but a Burning Inquiry flipping this pal off would give us an out. Finding a green source would be pretty decent, but I think it might just be too late at this point. So, if that's the case, I'll probably just run this back. The sideboard plan wasn't terrible. Fatal Push, that's good info. 4, 5, 6, 7. Players go to 11, take less. Not to be. There's no out here, is there? Nope. That's pretty close in the end. It was just a green source away. If I had led on Gemstone Mine instead of Radiant Fountain, which would have played around that, Burning Inquiry, then we might have won that game. There was no real... I mean, the reason to save the Gemstone was so you don't use your counters up, but... Yeah. I'm just going to run it back. I think this was actually, like, a pretty fine sideboard plan on the play. Maybe I want that and that instead of those. Let's have some more ramp. Just try and be a little bit quicker. Because yeah, I quite liked that idea of cutting dismembers on the draw. Little man's getting hungry. So my last stream we played against blue-white control and then blue-white-red control, and pretty similar matches. And then tonight we've played against Hollow One twice, and I think I might make this my last game so I can feed the baba. Stop you moaning. I would like to play first. I would like to mulligan. I would like to keep. Because it has ramp, and like if this Stirrings finds an amulet, the hand might be pretty good. It's not stunning, but it's close. Just bought chocolate. Are you eating any? The more they mulligan, the better. I should have maybe boarded out the Rex Age since we didn't see Blood Moon, but I don't know. Massive Ethereum. And a Primeval Titan and a plant token sounds better to me. Okay. That must be a misclick, right? Not bothered about Bajuka Bog because, well, look at what's going on. Just want to reset this gemstone and still have some lands, so they mulled down to 5. We scried one to the bottom and then kept. So did they keep? Yeah, if they it sounds like a greedy keep at this point. Ooh. I guess the right thing to do is to go get Summoner's Pact. And then play this. I think they maybe mulliganed into like a Blood Moon hand. Blood Moon plus no lands. Who knows? They just can't possibly win from here, can they? But if he has lands, he just plays Street Wraith. Like, he cycles it straight away to try and find the land. So I would assume he doesn't have that. But cool turf. Sun home. Pick up a land. And this hand hasn't turned out to be that stunning, but if they'd have put pressure on, I could have played as Jeeves the last turn and then Hornet Queen the turn just gone, so. Let's try and kill him in 2 now. But gas don't even bother me. There's just no... They don't block, so if he gets a land and gets 2 blood gas, that's fine. And just get set up for next turn again. Okay. Lazy Hornet Queen. Just because we can. Yeah. Opponents probably had better days. Save everyone a bit of time here. There we go. We got it. Just 2 seconds. Do you want me to stop and want to watch something? Oh. Right, time for one more. Hopefully not hollow one. Although, maybe we do want to play against it. Oh no. You can't run hot every game, so... But I don't think we... I mean, that guy obviously just threw it terribly. We don't know what his 7 and 6 were, maybe they're just unkeepable, but... Seems odd. So, I quite like doing this. Affinity, but that was in November, so you can pretty much ignore that. This is pretty close though, so I'm going to keep. It's missing a few lands, but these should help me find them. It's got redundancy against a discard deck. It's pretty it could end up being pretty fast against a fast deck, but it needs a bit to line up. But yeah, I don't dislike this hand. It's actually probably pretty good against Inquisition. I'd rather they took Amulet than Stirring Seer, really. Even that's pretty close. I think he's got... No, it's definitely not Affinity. Oh, I did that the wrong way around, didn't I? I don't know if I did. Stream snipe. Surely not. I mean, I can't see anyone below that, but... Anyway, I almost definitely should have played that last turn and this turn. I guess play this and pass. I don't feel the need to cycle explores. If they have Liliana, for example, I'll just discard and explore. If they have K command, I'll cry. Nope, I'll take 2, thank you. And that's good. So if I rip an Amulet, what's that do? Does that change anything? I don't think so. All the Titans. I think I can afford to ignore this Liliana though. Just hit him. Mono Titan deck. I actually think I'm just going to attack. Yeah, there's just no point in attacking that. I might as well just kill him. So these are the things I like. Don't like that. Don't want that. Cut that. And on the basis of someone else's recommendations, I'm going to cut some of those. So I think Scout's a lot worse on withdraw. So I'm just going to do 2 and 2. Yeah, so someone just mentioned that they quite like Scout because it protects from Fulminator and each removal that doesn't get targeted at Tracker. Yeah, I was doing that for a long time, but I quite like the argument that it's good against Fulminator and it's an extra body to sack to Liliana and all, you know, each removal so that these cheaper cards resolve. So I kind of like that, but I think it's worse on the draw. I quite like giving them the option of, because the matchup can be quite quick with Bloodbraid and Goyf, so then the Scouts are a little better. But yeah, this is kind of the reason that I don't like Scout on the draw so much, is if they go turn 1, make you discard, and you go turn and then you go turn 1 scout and then they go turn 2 kill it. That's quite a lot different to going turn 1 from them going turn 1. From us going turn 1 scout, they going looking at the hand and going, do I want to play my kill spell or my discard spell? It just makes quite a big difference in my opinion. Well, maybe I should have held that in case they've got Fulminator, but I'm not sure. If I have Fulminator, I probably just lost because of that line. Yup. I'm taking 2 a turn, but I'm taking a lot from this. Like, as in... Is Bob on our team? Or do I kill it? Whose team is Bob on? They do like what? 1.5 damage? Yeah, I think so. Let's just kill it. Bye bye, Titan. Currently nothing is on our team. Except for the fact that I'm drawing bad cards, so there's plenty to discard. To this Lily. Is that a positive? I know. I guess that's a positive. Desperately looking for reasons to keep playing. I actually need to play. Yeah, I mean, it depends on, like, you know, if he boards out the fatal pushes, then that makes a difference. Yeah, I'm going to cut the scouts, definitely. We're definitely going to this half. I mean, I'm just dead now, right? Down to 5, and they've got a Lily ultimate with G-top in play. Show him another scout so he remembers that there's a scout, and then concede. Cut scouts. Rebecca Stearns in a cavern, so we've got extra land drops. Seems okay. This hand's okay, but not exciting. But mulliganing against Jund is just not clever, generally speaking. Yeah, yeah. If it was a 0-4 or a 1-4, maybe you'd consider it. But I mean, I don't think it's good enough. But ooh. Oh. Yeah, I'm definitely not sold on the scout idea. I've always just gone explorers and his users, but we'll see. I'm definitely going to take out this Cursor Crucifix because it's two card types for this, so you can fetch and make an extra one. Fortunately, no time to hide it. Because they took Cursor, I'm not sure whether I should just go get something entirely different with this than a Titan, but I know, let's just play this. None of those lands are what I'm really looking for. I'm just going to back up. Just get a backup pact in case they make us discard one. I shouldn't attack that relic though. I've just opened myself up to discard plus surgical. Which has got to be unlikely. If they had surgical, they would have taken Summoner's Pact last turn. But still. Inquisition, so that's not terrible. Because we've got a second pact. Question here is what lands do we get? I think I want Paducah Bog targeting me plus Kalani Garden. But if they just have like Terminate for this, it leaves me quite a long way behind. But I guess it leaves me pretty dead if I don't get Paducah Bog. Terminate make these 3/3s anyway. They've Terminate before 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus I've got a pack to pay for next turn, so I don't really have a whole load of time. So I'm going to do this. And hopefully Titan lives. Okay. Just adding sorcery, so that's good. Yeah. Oh, I see, yeah. I've got to take 3 here, because if they've got Lily or Bolt, it's just, yeah. Oh, engineered explosives time. Yeah, I can't really do it this turn though, can I? But we're pretty close, so just attack, get 2 bounce lands, pick up this and replay one of them. Or maybe just get a bounce land and Vesuva. Bounce land, so Vesuva takes on that. Bounce land picks up Vesuva. Not transmuting now because it just leaves me open to stuff. This can only be good for us, right? Is this game 3 or 2 or 1? It's 3, isn't it? It's obviously not 1. So there's relics in play. And whatever he does here, I can just crack this relic and kill all his goifs. Or I can just kill all his goifs. Okay. Yeah, it's the bolt, but I guess we've got T West. I'm not transmuting now because if I have a discard spell, I'll lose whatever I get, so I'll sit it out. Why didn't he bolt before? Oh, I know I didn't bolt before damage because of a relic. Yes, I did, yeah. I can afford to lose one of these guys now. And surgical. But then he can play bolt after I've cracked. But if I do that, then he bolts the Titan and puts a bolt in the graveyard and the Goifs grow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These lands, please. And these lands. And that's it, I think. That's a pretty easy win. And then they just slam Blood Moon out of their chunt deck and we lose. Oh, man. Well, the struggle continues. Oh, it doesn't. He's had enough. So what would we have had to do? 1, 2, 3. Yep, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 mana. So you'd use 4 for the upkeep, so you'd have 11 left, and then you'd use 3 to transmute, and then you would have 8 mana. So if you use 6 for that and leave 2 left over, and then use a land drop so you can haste it and kill them, so they'd be dead. Cue victory music. Yes. Do you want to watch something? Yeah. Unfortunately, the victory music is also the exit music because I'm done for the night. Pretty good start though. Let everyone feel like they've got a chance of winning, but no one actually has a chance of winning. So yeah, that was. Oh, there he is. There's Tiki Man. That's pretty successful, all in all. So, I'm like 8 for 1 on the most recent leagues. But then before that, it was a bit shady. But 8 for 1, I'd take all day long. So yeah, cheers for watching, guys. It's been a good stream. There's plenty of people here, so lots of fun. I'll load this one up to YouTube and at some point, and I'll be back again soon. Cheers, guys. See you soon.